Oh my god, great CCs on my teammate. Holy shit, this guy's insane. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. It's such a waste of time going mage because you have to go through like literally 4 lives to kill a mage.
Kill please, let's go, boys, let's go! Let's fucking go, baby!
I did 30k DPS.
Woo! Let's go! Yes, let's fucking go, dude!
Hi everybody, my name is JD and I am a 2700 multi-gladiator in the 3v3 arena World of Warcraft as mage. So today I am going to be covering a topic that's kind of been an issue for a lot of people and me specifically because, you know, Blizzard brought back a lot of old talents, a lot of new talents, everything is, you know, being factored into the equation right now. So I took the time, I did all the hard work, I made spreadsheets, and I'm going to share with you guys my system that I made to make some quality keybinds. All right. So just to give you some background credentials on who I am, I'll flash my arena rating here over the last 2 seasons. BFA Season 4 Glad, Season 1 Shadowlands Glad. Haven't had much time to play recently because I've been working a lot, been coaching a ton, and just that's my main focus and priority right now. I'm going to show you guys some tips that you want to use for making yourself keybinds. Alright, so 2 priorities that you're going to want to have when you do this. Number 1 is you want it to be fluid, efficient. You want it to be reliable in high pressure situations, okay? And I'll tell you what I mean by that later. Also, if you play multiple specs, you want it to be fluid. You want to use similar keybinds for similar spells, okay? Additionally, mechanically, for your computer, you want to make sure that your Windows key is locked, okay, on your keyboard. If it's not, and you press your Windows key, and that can happen to you, and I've definitely lost games because of it. All right, so with that out of the way, we're going to get right into it, okay? So I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet. I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few hours. All right, so what I did here is I created a spreadsheet based on available keybinds that are going to be useful and easy in the heat of the battle. All right, so I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet here and we'll just get right into it. All right, so your number keys, okay? And I made a little key here for you guys to see. And I also have macro modifiers that we can talk about, but we'll go into that a little bit later. So just at a baseline, each one of my students that I coach, I always give them a solid foundation, okay? And so we'll start with the basics, all right? I personally use a Corsair scimitar that has 12 buttons on the side, all right? So we're gonna do a little bit of trial and error here, a little bit of taking away what we're using and then leave the options with the leftovers that we have available to us, all right? So we'll start with numbers. All right, 1 through 7. Okay. I personally am not going to go past 6. I use 6, but I'm not going to go past it. So on this little sheet that I made here, you can go ahead and color code it to not comfortable. And you can do these for all of these keybinds. All right. So I have a key here for not comfortable, in use, free, and then also stretch/learn. So this is reserved for keybinds that you generally don't use, but maybe you need an extra keybind and now you're going to kind of like train your muscle memory and focus on improving that skill with your new keybind. All right, so taking a look at my keybinds here, I'm going to do it with you guys, okay? All right, so starting with the keys, I already know for a fact I have 1 through 6 in use. So these are not available to me. I use QER, T, and Y. I use S, F, G, H, and J, Z, X, C, V, and B. Actually, I don't use B. So if I don't use B, oh, these should be purple. So purple for in use, okay? And now B is free for me. I don't use B. Shift B for me is my bags. So in the shift column, I would put it at, yes, that's in use. But B is actually free. So this could potentially be a keybind that I would use for another ability. And then you have to, take into account, is that comfortable for you? Yes or no. You make the decision, it's up to you. All right. So shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also 6. I'm not going to go to shift 6. I'm just going to take that out of the equation right now. Shift 5 I do use though. Also shift 1 through 5 I do use. Shift Q, W, E, R, T I do use. I'm not doing shift Y. It's just not happening. Okay. So you get the picture. You can do this for yourself, and you can try to work around what is available to you versus what is comfortable. Okay. And on that note, I want to show you kind of a layout of the UI and what I do with my keybinds on my screen. It's very important that you group offensives, defensives, and utility in the same section. The reason for this is when you're playing arenas at 2700 and seconds matter, and you need to CS somebody, or you need to know if you have an ability available to you. You want to look in a general direction, or area I should say, on your screen. So I have all my defensives grouped right here, I have all my damage grouped right here, I have all my utility grouped right here. Okay, so talking about free buttons, okay, on my mouse. I'll pull up the Excel thing again. My target 1, 2, 3, focus 1, 2, 3, and shift 1, or excuse me, sheep 1, 2, 3 is on my mouse. Okay. Also my mount keybind. So there is actually room for shift modifiers with these buttons. However, like I said earlier, you want keybinds to be reliable. I coached a mage like 2 weeks ago on his keybinds, and he told me that he had abilities like damage, defensive, utility all on his mouse with shift and control modifiers. And my first order of business for advice for giving him a solid foundation is he needs to go to switch to regular keybinds. Okay. This is good for me and with targeting and focus and sheeping 1, 2, 3. But it's not ideal for when I want to use abilities quickly, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've also given you guys some macro modifiers, for example, okay, shift and focus and control. So any of these plug and play, all you need to do is make a macro and then adjust the spell ID here, or spell name here. This is good for kind of saving keybinds, or space, if you will, on your screen. So for me, I don't have that many. I do fill up both of these, but in reality, I don't even really need to see them. I'm so used to it that I just leave it there and it doesn't bother me. So I hope this guide has helped you kind of set a foundation for you for keybinds going into the new expansion. If you did enjoy this video, this is my first one I'm posting on this channel because World of Warcraft is my main game. I've been playing since Burning Crusade, and I've played at the highest level in 3v3 arenas. And so I hope this helped you, and if it did, please, algorithm gurus and geniuses alike, please like it. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing, because this is my very first video and I'm going to be making more content. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.